all do whatever I want to now. That's what it is. Okay. Put the chats in the corner like that. New email. More like new stream. Will the coding be done is will the coding be done in list plus? It'll be GD script. Hold on. Where's my whole whole screen one? It's not deprecated, is it? See the issue here right now. Oh, it's after hours. That's the one. Okay, hold on. There we go. Now you can kind of see that, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay. How do I want to do this? I guess I want to start doing it, right? Space, exactly. What if we even switched the after hours playlist? Shh, hold on. Space indeed. Hold on. I gotta gather my thoughts. Okay, we're going to this. I haven't done this playlist in so long. The after hours playlist. I hope there's nothing copyrighted on it. Let me take a look. Why would we switch playlists? I don't care. We're staying with this playlist right now, actually. There's coding like it's the... Oh, cool. The only issue is, you know, I don't want to get copy struck even if I don't make any money. Oh, which, by the way, if we get to 500 subscribers, I can start making money off of YouTube. By that point, I'll have enough watch hours. Which is neat. So, oh, hold on, you can't even hear the music, actually. Should I just... Hold on. Give me a second. Now you can hear the music, right? Yeah. Okay, now I'll go back to the, to this one. And I'll paste. That right? Yeah, that's right. Now you can hear it. Great. I'm thinking. Yeah, so there's this game idea I had, which is for my streamer friend Cat the Destroyer, and it's basically like an Earthbound-esque RPG kind of thing, where he goes through a bunch of references, the cities and stuff that are references to like YouTube and Twitch. Why are my lights on? I gotta go fix that in a second. They should be off. Anyway, he goes through a bunch of cities and stuff that are a reference to various platforms like YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, whatever, Instagram. TikTok probably because he uses that and not Instagram. He puts shorts that, well, he used to put shorts that are TikToks, but anyway. Yeah, sort of like Undertale, except it's more Earthboundy. It's not a bullet hell. And like the main bosses will be some of his more frequent viewers, me included, of course. The plot of the game is kind of like at the beginning of the thing, he notices that his stream key is missing, and of course in this world it's a physical object, like a key that he puts in his computer or something, right? And it turns out, I've never seen a bot send 2 identical messages before. Straight Jacket, are you seeing this? Anyway, I'll ban him. Oh, thank you, Straight Jacket. Yeah. Isn't that interesting? Anyway. I'm so easily distracted right now. Talk about original, exactly. Yeah, so... yeah, something steals his stream key, and he has to go on this journey to find his stream key again. And I got like a little bit of progress in the game. Like I got like a debug map up and all that. Let me send you over to his channel real quick. Hold on. I gotta do a bunch of things on my computer. I gotta juggle so many programs right now. Okay, I just saw something. I just saw something interesting on my recommended page. Actually, I'll let you see that. Why not? I just saw something interesting on my I saw something interesting on my page just now. Fascinating. Anyway, turn that off. You gonna have different what? Who? I need a second monitor, honestly. Different workspaces in Windows. Oh yeah, true. I don't want to figure all that out on stream, but you know, I'll figure it out sometime. Cat the Destroyer with filter channel. It should show up quick because I'm subscribed to him, right? Yeah. Aspiring to be a waste of space, he says. His about is so good. But anyway, here, I'll post it. I'll post it in both the chats right now. Windows tab, yeah. There we go. Cool guy. I think you guys should follow him. Yeah, and the game's just gonna be like an RPG about that, and it'll have like, you know, Video Town he starts in, which is basically like a township that is YouTube, and he goes over. He travels through. In the current plan, he travels through the Goon Cave. And after traveling through the Goon Cave, he ends up in VOD City, which is like Twitch themed. And that's I think that's pretty funny. Anyway. Yeah, hold on. Let me actually look up Windows. I think it's Windows Workspaces, right? Workspaces, right? Configure multiple desktops in Windows. Work and personal separation. Yep. Project management, meeting preparation. Exactly. Quickly switch to a desktop with, yeah, all that. For open task view, hold Windows tab. Select new desktop. Desktop 2. It actually still has all my programs in it, actually. It doesn't, like, when I switch to desktop 2, it doesn't stop me from streaming, does it? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it stops me. I was not drunk when I had the idea, unfortunately. I wish I could say I was drunk when I had this idea. I wish I could say I was drunk when I had this idea. Speaking of drinking, I have some bottles of mead now. I could get a mug of it. Honestly, I will. I made the mead and I'm proud of it. And I also need to go turn off my lights anyway, so, you know. I'm gonna do I can't wait until it's just a couple of months until I'm 21, and then I can go out and buy some real stuff. Well, you know, when I have money, and that I can drink and code on stream all the time. All right, I'll be right back. Give me a second. Indie Studio Liam Winery. The best ideas are made when drunk. Exactly. I work best when I'm at least slightly tipsy, you know. Do I have a camera on here? I don't think I have a camera set up because, oops, plugging in my webcam made my actual Windows camera break somehow. So I cannot show off my bottle of not whiskey. It's not whiskey. My bottle of mead right now. Made from American Beauty Berry that I found in the woods near here. Listen to that pop though. Okay, it didn't pop really, but that's okay. It smells like bread. It's foaming up pretty nice. I'm gonna drink. Do I want to drink the whole bottle right now? New Vettel, exactly! Also in VOD City, by the way, one of the plans I had for that was that the shop in VOD City is actually run by the Neuro twins. And that would actually be pretty cool, I think. And you can buy Nero cookies made of dirt. Maybe you can buy a Nero toilet. That's her idea, by the way. That is some good stuff. I think I just might drink the whole bottle today. I'll see how I feel. Okay, let's actually open Godot and start coding. I think would be probably good. We're gonna have VTuber Town the new. Of course, I'm gonna have an Aduna reference. In fact, if I ever make a sequel to this game, it's going to be for Aduna. Honestly, I have an Aduna reference like in the. I'm gonna have an Aduna reference in Video Town. I don't think they're. What? Wait. What other two Adunas am I missing? Hold on, you can't look at my Godot projects. You can all you can know is the project file is called Cat Stupid Adventure Real. Solar and Iweria. It will feature, I think, Solar Aduna primarily. A form of Solar Aduna that is lore-ish. Lore-wise. Okay, this looks kind of ugly, but you know. That's not, because I'm gonna have it like this the whole time, right? So you're gonna be able to see my chats like that. You know what I want to do? I'm gonna, you know what I'll do? Okay, hold on. No, that's not right. Filters. That's... Hold on, that's roughly right. I love Earthbound. Yeah, that's right. And then it should be the left, right? There we go. That's good. Now you can only see around my OBS area, right? So when I do this, now you can only see... You should only be able to see, yeah, there we go. That's perfect. I'm seeing it on my phone right now. I did accidentally let some debris get into the bottles because I don't have any cheesecloth to filter it with. Who's Aweria? You gotta send me like a picture of Aweria or something. Also, while I'm thinking of this right now, the You Laugh You Lose. This is, by the way, Goon Cave Road. Okay. I'm gonna have to change some of that, but anyway, the battle scene is probably what I'm gonna be focusing on today right now. Well, what was I thinking about? Oh yeah, you laugh, you lose. I'll do that whenever I have enough videos sent in. Which is gonna be like, you know, a lot of them. And I'm not gonna be able to watch any of them before that. Ugh. Okay. I'm thinking how I want to go about this, because I did not prepare for. By the way, I did not prepare for a dev stream at all today, which I'm sure you knew. What do I have right now? It's been a while since I worked on it, but also, do you like my little town that I made? Do you like my little town that I made? It should be in Maine, right? Uh-huh. So, yeah. Oh, cool, you sent me it. Give me a sec. Oh. It looks just like the solar one. It looks just like the solar one. Also, I am gonna have to unlist this stream now, because I forgot that I was showing my whole thing. But anyway, whoops. I have a little bit of the movement around. This is Cat the Destroyer's house. The dress and hair color, I see. So, oh yeah, because it's yellow versus red is for the solar one. This is Cat the Destroyer's house. This is probably... This one right here that you can't enter is going to be Aduna's house. Are we gonna have a run button? Probably. It's gonna have Undertale controls, Undertale/Deltarune controls. The arrow keys and the Z, X, and C for the menu and action and run. This is gonna be something. This is the port that goes to Wizard City, which you're not gonna be able to do in that game. In the game, you're not gonna be able to visit Wizard City. And this is the casino. Yeah, there's a casino. Because, okay, context for the casino. A long time ago, Cat the Destroyer had a feature. I think he might still have this feature. I'm not sure. I would have to ask him. But for his chatbot, you could... Oh, actually, you can gamble right now. If you go to the... You can gamble Kajiglets in my chat right now, in the YouTube chat. Because I stole that feature from his bot, because he used to be able to gamble his currency called brain cells. And there was this whole thing a couple years ago where everybody was gambling. The entire chat was filled with nothing but gambling. And we were having like whole arcs about it. And I was like one of the prominent gamblers too, of course. And eventually he turned off gambling because it was like clogging up the whole chat. So we were all petitioning, oh no, bring back gambling, bring back gambling. And then it was something along the lines of, I don't know, there was some reward, but I mean, there was something where if somebody could do something in a certain amount of time, he would in fact bring back gambling. And then he did, because we succeeded his challenge or whatever. And then eventually he turned off gambling again, and we had to stick to dueling people for their brain cells. And yeah, the moment gambling goes back, of course the chat was flooded again. And eventually he turned it off again. I'm gonna drink this whole bottle, by the way. I don't even care. It's good stuff. The chat was flooded again, and we had to eventually stick to dueling people for brain cells. And then, of course, notable mention: some guy challenged me to a duel. I challenged him back, and I lost or something. And then, no. What had happened was, this guy, he said, you know, exclamation points. And he showed exactly how many brain cells he had to the whole chat, consequently, right? So immediately, I dueled him for every single point. And I won. That's correct, I won. I won his entire bank account, and that's still my proudest moment in the entire thing. So hold on, give me a second. Also, how do you guys like? Excuse me. Sobriety, yeah, exactly. I have like 10 or 12% here, I think, by my non-existent calculations. Yeah, that's pretty good, I think. Save that. The issue is that I noticed that the map wasn't done right. Yeah, so I don't have a run button right now. Yeah, look at how the camera also doesn't go out of the map. That's very nice. In every house right now, there's nothing. In every house you can get into the door, and I haven't done loading zones yet. That might be what I do first. I have the zones like around the signs and stuff for the dialogue to pop up whenever you click Z near them, but I haven't actually done the code to actually make the dialogue pop up or whatever, so it doesn't do that yet. Please describe everything in excruciating detail. Okay, so this is Cat the Destroyer's house. It features his bed, his computer, and it will feature his bed, his computer, and probably a small kitchen in glorious pixel art. Everything is in glorious pixel art. Exactly. I'll have you in the casino. Absolutely. And this is my house. I'm not sure whether you can go into it, but if you can, it probably has, you know, some like bottles of LaCroix around, some alcohol, and I won't be there. I won't be there. This is the port house. There's a sailor in it that tells you when the boat's coming. This sign also tells you when the boat's coming, and this sign tells you the boat's not here yet. Didn't you read the other sign? This is where you fight Tutorial Guy at the top of this hill. I forgot what this sign says. That guy teaches you how to fight. Any large-scale transport systems? Not in this game, I don't think. There will definitely be, probably later. This is the way to Vacation Falls, but oops, I forgot to make the camera do that. Yeah, this is the way to Vacation Falls. It's gonna be closed off for this game. I forgot what house this was. I think this is like I don't know, I forgot. And of course, this is the casino where there will be some slot machines and stuff. So in this game, the gambling feature is probably going to be one of the more interesting features. Because you can literally, in the middle of a battle, you can choose... It's right on your menu. Attack, magic, something... Oh, attack, magic, item, and gamble will be your 4 options. And gambling will allow you to potentially double any stat that you currently have. You can double your attack for the rest of the battle. You can double your health. You can double your mana. And mana is called self-respect in this game. SR. Flee. That's a good idea. Don't know why I didn't think of that. Anyway, hold on. My playlist just stopped working for some reason. Yeah, play. Okay, there we go. Make it, yeah, maybe so you can double the enemy stats. Maybe not. Maybe not. Probably not, honestly. But yeah, you can gamble for a list of from a list of different stats you have, where you can, if you basically it's a 50-50 chance, like it is in his chat by default. And that means you can also get more health than you. That means you can also get more health than you started with too. So if you're high level and fighting a low level enemy, you can gamble to repeatedly double your health, and then do it way too much. Also up here, there's a sign. Whoops. Up over on the peak of this mountain, genuinely the tallest point in Video City, Video Town. That sign reads, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. But you can never get to it, so. Yeah. Yeah, you can repeatedly double your health and get way more than you normally would. Your dialogue? That's actually a great idea. I will be doing that for sure. Okay. Yeah, if you want to like give me a little description of how your like avatar will look and stuff, I can do the pixel art for all that at some point. No, good idea. I mean, good question. Done with that for now. Okay, so we have the map, right? I'm gonna get all of these checkables. They're gonna be actually destroyed right now. Wait, hold on. Did I finish? No. Yeah, Cat the Destroyer. Oh yeah, Ghoul Dubs. One of these houses is Ghoul Dubs. This is mine. Ghoul Dubs. Look, it even says, you can see it. The Dock, Tutorial Hill. That's what it's called. Vacation Road, because it goes to Vacation Falls. And the road out. And I think I have the dialogue for this. Hold on. It's not open. Yeah. I don't know how to do dialogue yet, but here's the sign of the thing. Road to VOD City. Double your anything. Anyway, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna try to first of all destroy this. Destroy this as well. Increase the size that the screen takes up. Okay, hold on. Yeah, hold on, I can do that. There you go. There we go. Yeah, here's the entire movement script, by the way. Unfortunately, we'll hide the space, but that's okay. It'll hide the space background. Yeah, you can read my sins, exactly. I'm cold in here, wow. You know what would be good? Warm mead. I don't have anything to warm it up with, though, so I'm gonna have to stick with cold mead. Ugh. Lukewarm mead. Ugh. Let me bring up my blanket around me, though. My microphone is on, right? I don't know why. I don't know why. Obviously, it's... Yeah, alcohol warms you. Exactly. By the way, it doesn't at all warm you, and you should not trust that in a survival situation. It feels like it warms you, but it really does not, and it can also... It can make the problem worse because you don't realize it. If you're, like, you know, freezing cold. Eating warms you because it increases your metabolism. But, like, you know... Don't fall for the warmth of alcohol. Anyway, what am I thinking about? First, we need to make a new scene. And this will be... No, not Node 2D. This will be... Being on fire does warm you, that's true. This will be an area 2D. With a collision shape 2D. Hold on. The checkable area should be... It's the area for all checkable areas. The thing for all checkable area. So like any area that you can stand inside and press Z to bring out flavor text or something. So that would be also, I think, conversation as well. So that talking to people. In that case, okay, yeah, I'm gonna want a script here then. Java? No idea. Checkable type. So this will so what this will do is it will IDK, and this one it will points to the line in the dialogue. Correct line in the dialogue file. So what I plan to do here is I'm going to have a have a dialogue file like this, and then each line will have a line of dialogue, and then this thing will have the dialogue pointer set to that, and it will oh. That'll do, I think. I want these to all be at export, right? Because now I can... Oops. That'll be... Yeah. Scenes, components. Why do I have two of these? Hold on. Well, this one doesn't have a script attached, so I guess I'll just delete this one. The dialogue is a variable in each instance. Let me think about that one. I know the answer is no, but I'm not sure why. Hold on. Yeah, okay, I know why. It's because, hold on. I forgot. Okay, no, I have no good answer for you. I don't know. I actually have no idea. I think it's something to do with, it's probably something to do with, the fact that if it's in a script, yeah, if it's in one of these, you can do something like, hi, at S, how are you? And you can't really store that. You can't really store that like this, because then if it's just reading this string, it'll read this as at S, and that's bad. So you'd have to, if you just store it as a string in each different thing, what you're gonna end up doing is you're gonna close yourself off to things like also like. No, something like making the name look red or something. No, I mean, I'm not gonna be doing that in this game. I'm not gonna be doing any text substitutions or whatever. You make string interpretation true. That can lead to some other problems too. Like if I actually wanted to put an @ symbol in there, then it might try to look for something and then it would crash or something. But I guess in this particular instance, there's not really a huge difference in doing either one. But I think I would like to practice doing this implementation right now with the dialogue file, because I also have some other plans that I will need a dialogue file later. a dialogue file with some extra data in there that does stuff. Also, it's nice to have a dialogue file that that you can put like all the flavor text in and stuff without worrying about, I don't know, especially trying to go find and change something later in the code. That's another reason, actually, because you'd have to go and find and change it in the code if you decided you wanted to change one of the dialogue. You'd have to go find it in the code and change the code instead of just finding this line in the dialogue and like saying, oh, this points to 4, I'll change 4 to whatever I like. And yeah, I'm not sure that's particularly more good for a dialogue file or whatever either, though. But I think I'm still going to use the dialogue file because I know there are instances where I will have to use it later. And I don't know how to do it yet, so I'm not even sure if that's a good reason, honestly. I just pulled that out of my butt. Okay, anyway. So yeah. So with these areas now, what am I doing? So I'm gonna build each map basically by you know, making the tile map in all this. Hold on, player as the camera, right? Where's the player? What? Oh. True. Fair enough. Okay, what if I do that? And then what if I do that? Oh, this. That's right. Clear that. So I want to open... What do I want to open? Oh, camera. Huh? Dude. Case mismatch opening res scene scripts player.gd. Why is it stored as that in the file system? What if I... do that? Yeah, right? That's not as buggy, right? Somebody calling me, I don't care, it's a scam call. Right? Now, will that work? Shoot, what do I do here? Files have been modified on disk. The following files... This has never happened to me before. I'm in new territory. Discard... Wait. Discard local changes and reload. Yeah, sure. Why not? Will that still cause the... Oops. Will that still cause the stupid error I was having? What do I clear this? Okay, good. I think I've got rid of the error. I mean, it wasn't gonna really do anything, but unless I wanted to launch this to a different platform, which I don't. But at least it's gone now, so now I can launch it to different platforms if I feel like. I can make it this mobile game. I'm not making this a mobile game, but yeah. Okay, so what I wanted to do with the whole reason I put the camera in here is the main and auto load. Hold on. Main script is not an auto load. Oops. Now I will change the main scripts to an auto load. Scenes, scripts, main. Yeah, I wanted to cap the cameras. So, what do I do? Yeah, camera max. Okay, hold on. I want this to be a vector 2. So what I want this to do is oops. Hold on. I need the test. I need each map. I'm gonna need. Where did the scripts go? Where did the script go? Okay. No. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna need. I'm thinking. I can just do this, yeah. I'm gonna need all maps to have a little script in them, right? I'm gonna need all maps to have a little script in them that, the objective is to cap the camera by seeing what is the maximum tile value of the map. I'll do it from the ground layer. So there we go. Yeah, Godot has a solution where it'll show the maximum amount of gosh dang it, I'm tipsy and I can't think. Get used cells, I think it is. I gotta check this real quick, hold on. I think it's get used cells. Tile map layer with Godot, and then I'm looking for get used cells. Get used cells returns a vector 2 with the positions of all cells an array of vector 2s containing all cells of all cells containing a tile in the given layer. A cell is considered. Okay, got it. So that means that the absolute last part of the array observe. I can't explain what I'm thinking, so I'm just gonna have to code it out and you'll see. Okay. hold on, let me see. Main dot camera max position. Is it main or main? I think it's capital main. Equals all cells no size. Now you can, oh yeah, I forgot. So now, as you can see, that's wrong. I don't need that. All cells equals all of the, you know, an array of all of the used cells, right? And then the max camera position equals the last index of all the used cells, right? Sorry, give me a second. All used cells. I need more alcohol. And now the player.gd. I got it. Okay, main. I'm gonna make a new signal. No, overworld scene, I'm gonna make a new signal. Because the map will change in the overworld scene. Template, path, browse path. Game scenes, yeah. No, folder. There we go. And because this is gonna handle the map changing, right? All right. So it needs a new signal, which should be a node. How do I make a new signal? I forgot. Is it, no. No. Instantiate, no. It's not gonna be signals. Okay, give me a second. Signal documentation. Oh. No, what? Okay. I think yeah, that does it. Should do, right? I can do either of those. And then and now the player. No, this connects to the player. Just keep the local changes. Okay, now on map changed. Camera dot hold on, let me check out excuse me. Let me check out the inspector for the camera. Limit. Dot limit left. No, limit right. Camera, yeah, exactly. That's how I did the other one. Camera dot limit right equals the right is, that would be X. Main dot camera max position dot X. Yeah. Camera dot limit bottom equals main dot camera max position dot Y. Now hold on, I'm anticipating a problem here. Close this one. I'm gonna have to resave that every time, huh? Okay. This is gonna be, this should be times 16. Because the tiles are 16 pixels. Okay, let's see how that works. That's the problem I'm anticipating. Nope. Because of that. There we go. Now, theoretically, didn't work. What if I tried not times 16? Oh, no, hold on, it did. It worked fine. How do I broadcast a thing? How do I broadcast a signal? Okay, does that work? It didn't work. Dot emit, there we go. I didn't anticipate that problem. Oh, I didn't even need to do times 16, I was wrong. It worked, it just worked. Nah, it was some other stupid logical problems that I didn't foresee. That's all, but it worked. Can't go up. Can't go this way. Can't go this way. That's right. And probably can't go down, but the ocean is huge, so... Now we can theoretically make the signs if I can pull myself together a little bit. Hold on. Whew. Okay. If I pull myself together, obviously I mean drink more and pretend I'm not drunk. Okay. Hang on. Well, you know, I'm not drunk, but I am tipsy. Anyway. It's still hard to think, though. Naturally, the solution is taking another sip. What time is it? It's like, oh, 4:50. Okay. I was thinking... I don't know why I was thinking, but I was thinking, oh, do I have more homework? Do I have more school to go to? Do I have other events to go to? Nope, I'm home all day. The Windows U situation, what? Do you know what? I think I'm ending the YouTube stream. I think this is a Twitch exclusive. Let me actually